That's the latest coming in just about an hour before we hear the first speaker on the no trust vote. The latest coming in, the Prime Minister has said this is not a trust motion or a no confidence motion against the government. It is a no trust amongst the allies of India and blaming the opposition, saying that there is disunity and it is a no trust motion on them. He's also urged NDA and BJP MPs to look at this and as a last minute match where they need to actually hit a sixer. That's the latest that is coming in. Let me take our viewers through the latest news break where Prime Minister Modi saying some people are indulging in appeasement politics as well. Let's quickly cut across to my colleague Polami Saha, taking us through the very latest. Polami, can you get us up to speed with what the Prime Minister said?
Right, Preeti, the Prime Minister, of course, addressed the BJP parliamentarians inside the parliamentary party meeting that took place a short while ago. It's over at the moment. And some of the things that the Prime Minister said, what we heard from the MPs who came out of that meeting, is that this is not a no trust, no confidence motion against the government. This is because there is no trust among the opposition alliance. He was, of course, referring to the India alliance of 26 parties. He said that the opposition kept talking about a semi-final ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Well, there was a semi-final yesterday and you saw what the results were. That, of course, was in reference to the passage of the Delhi Services Bill in Parliament. And, of course, he said that this is, of course, a very crucial match as far as the government is concerned, and everyone has to hit a sixer. Treat this as the last ball before, of course, the results are declared, and hit a sixer as far as your conduct and your speeches are concerned in Parliament. So clearly, the message from the Prime Minister is, as far as the Prime Minister is concerned, is very clear to the BJP MPs. He said also that there was a no confidence motion that was brought against this government in 2018, and we all know what fate it met with. So he's very confident, of course, going into this no trust motion, which has been brought forward by the opposition alliance against the ruling party and the ruling government. But there was a message there for all MPs that they should, of course, take this very seriously and hit a sixer on every ball that is thrown their way from the opposition benches, Preeti.
Well, it's an opportunity for both where the opposition is concerned as well as the government, and the Prime Minister trying to bolster on that fact, saying that it is an opportunity to hit a sixer on the last ball, urging his own party men at that. The latest news break also coming in. Lok Sabha adjourned till 12 noon. We are expecting it to reconvene at 12 noon with Rahul Gandhi speaking. Of course, a question mark on that as well. Will he be allowed by the chair to replace Gaurav Gogoi? The explanation by the Congress is that when Gaurav Gogoi had mooted the no confidence motion, at that point of time Rahul Gandhi was still disqualified as an MP. Let's quickly get in Rahul Srivastava, National Affairs Editor, and Rajdeep Sardesai, our consulting editor, on what the Prime Minister has just said right at the beginning of facing his second trust vote. And Rahul, where the Prime Minister coming in, speaking of course, to his own MPs, to his own alliance, saying, look at this as an opportunity, hit a sixer on the last ball. We saw what happened yesterday. A similar situation is going to play out. It is opportunity, NDA is what the Prime Minister has told his own people. Understandably, an opportunity for both the opposition and the government.
See, I find out that if it is an opportunity, why doesn't the Prime Minister use it every week in Parliament? But nevertheless, the point is that this is what is likely to happen. This is what I'm told by BJP sources. While the opposition will try to corner the government on Manipur. Why on Manipur? We were earlier talking that not resonance, but I want to complete that point, that primarily the idea would be that this double engine theory, that the BJP at the center, BJP in the state doesn't work. The claim about national security, law and order and others under BJP rules is a myth. The idea is to show that governments of the BJP fail and fail miserably, and there is no accountability. That's the template that's going to be created. What the BJP's attempt would be, like as I said earlier, unlike Karnataka where BJP wanted national and Congress made it local, the opposition will try to localize the debate on Manipur and some other failings of the Prime Minister, whereas the BJP has decided to go on a on a large canvas of achievements of the government and attacking the Congress and the opposition on pet issues like dynasty, corruption and others. Now in that there is a pitfall, that which narrative at the end of the day is going to be more sustaining over the next few months, because if you don't build a strong narrative here, and also I think there is an advantage that the government has, it has got larger numbers, so it will have larger number of speakers. And larger number of speakers, remember the opposition is also has a problem that it does not have that kind of speakers, barring a Rahul Gandhi. If you see, you don't have very strong leaders in the Lok Sabha. You are Chidambarams and Sharad Pawars and all have migrated to the Rajya Sabha. And if not having strong leaders in the Lok Sabha will actually decide how strong your narrative eventually from the Lok Sabha after the no confidence motion debate is.